Hello, welcome to another edition of the Raleigh Coin Club Show and Tell. Today, we look at the commemorative coins and medals of the Stone Mountain Confederate Memorial. Stone Mountain is a large granite dome near Atlanta, Georgia. In 1914, an editorial in a local newspaper proposed a Confederate memorial be created on the mountain. 2 years later, sculptor Gutzon Borglum was invited to create the memorial. Borglum was given a commission from the Stone Mountain Confederate Monument Association in May of 1916. Initially, little progress was made, and work ceased during World War I. During this period, he worked on a bronze medal and on plaster casts of a commemorative $50, both to be sold to raise funds for the work. In 1924, to help raise money, Borglum designed a bronze medal depicting the imagery planned for the memorial. Those who purchased the medal were allowed to enroll in the Stone Mountain Children's Founders Roll. The Children's Founders Roll was open to those aged 18 and under, who contributed $1 to the building of the monument. The names of the children purchasing one of the Founders Roll medals were to be entered into a large book, along with the name of a Confederate veteran of their choosing. The book was to be housed in the planned Visitors Center. The book and original Visitors Center were never completed, but the medals were issued in an official holder, like the one seen here. Augustus Lukeman designed the Founders Roll medals when his tenure as chief sculptor began in 1925. In addition to a new Children's Founders Roll medal, he also created a Living Veterans Roll medal. Both Lukeman medals used his rendition of the planned memorial. Shown here is an example of the Lukeman Veterans Roll medal. The Stone Mountain Commemorative $50 was issued by the United States Mint in 1925. Net proceeds went to fund the continuing work on the memorial. The $50 and the Founders Roll medal, both modeled after the original plaster casts produced by Borglum, differ in one distinct way. Confederate President Jefferson Davis was excluded from the final $50 design. It was deemed inappropriate to have an image of the Confederate president on a federal coin. Despite support for the coin by the federal government, the Grand Army of the Republic, an organization of Union Civil War veterans, tried to prevent issuance of the coin by lobbying against it in late 1924 and early 1925. The Stone Mountain Commemorative was produced at the Philadelphia Mint with an authorized mintage of 5 million coins. Just over 2.3 million of the $50 were made. Of those, 1 million were returned for melting. Sales of the $50 did not meet anticipated demand, and large numbers entered circulation at face value. It isn't unusual to find this commemorative in circulated grades. Examples that survive, in mint state condition, are available at a reasonable cost. In order to increase sales of the Stone Mountain $50, some examples were counter-stamped with a state abbreviation and a number, creating unique pieces. These were produced as part of the Great Harvest campaign, designed to increase interest in the $50 in southern states. Illustrated here is an overstrike of a counter-stamp. This is a Texas counter-stamp, struck over a Virginia piece. There are also examples of Texas over Louisiana. The counter-stamped $50 were sold at auction, in each state represented. Today, these counter-stamped Stone Mountain $50 command a hefty premium, above the standard varieties. Progress on the Stone Mountain Memorial was slow, and other sculptors were ultimately commissioned to complete the work, after Borglum was fired by the Memorial Committee. His original work, The Shoulder and Head of Robert E. Lee, was unveiled in 1924, but was removed from the memorial when Augustus Lukeman began work in 1925. After another hiatus, from the late 1920s through the 1950s, Walter Hancock was brought on board in 1963 to supervise completion of the work. The final carving was done by Roy Faulkner in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Stone Mountain Confederate Memorial was officially dedicated in 1970, and work was fully completed in 1972. We hope you enjoyed this brief background on the Stone Mountain commemoratives and medals. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to follow us, please subscribe.